Good morning, everyone. This is Jennifer again of Jendell Beads Craft, and today we will be creating some keychain dangles, which I promised on my first video tutorial for 2019. These are the keychain dangles that I was talking about. Instead of using the ID holder, we will be using the keychain ring with the chain on it, and then we will be placing different dangles such as this ones. So I created different design using the bell flower. Today we will be creating this design, which is a brown bell flower with pearl beads, and I also included a beige color pearl, which is size 12 millimeter, and then also a peach 10 millimeter pearl bead, and I'm going to be using orange color pearl beads, which is an assortment of 8 millimeter and 6 millimeter for the flower bud. Okay, so let's start. Of course, for the materials, we will be using keychain rings. Okay, so we'll be using one of that, and then for the beige pearl, we will make a dangle with a cup on it. So this one is a flower cup. I purchased it from DIY Chanflo in Quiapo, and it comes in a pack of 100 pieces, and it's 110 pesos per pack of 6. I think they are also selling it for 20 pesos pack, but I think it's only about 10 pieces. So this is much cheaper. Or I mean 10 pieces pack for 20 pesos. So this is buying 100 pieces is much cheaper. So also we will be using this peach colored pearl. We will make this design with a glass bead of 8. I think this is a 6 millimeter glass bead. Actually, you can use any kind of beads that you want. You can design them, you make angels with them, it doesn't matter. So for this, I'm gonna be creating this dangle using a metal cup, metal spacer. Looks like this. It's 60 pesos for 100 pieces, also from DIY Chanfalo. And this one is I don't know what they call it, but I bought it for one pack, which is 85 pesos. And of course, we will be using the head pins. We'll be using 3 because one for the bell, flower bell, and one each for these two dangles which we will create. And also we will be needing a leaf and one piece of 6 millimeter jump ring to connect the leaf with the flower. Okay, so first we will create the flower bell. Okay, so just like my first video, we will be using one head pin. Let's straighten up this head pin first. Okay, so straighten it a little bit. Okay, and then we will insert the 8 millimeter pearl bead, and then 2 pieces of the 6 millimeter pearl bead. On the first video that I created, I used a seed bead on this one, but just to make it move faster, so I'm using the 6 millimeter pearl bead. So this is how your flower will look like. And so I'm gonna be using my one step big looper. Okay, so there you go. Oops, That did not cut it, but it's okay. We can cut that one by using a sniffer or a cutter. Make sure that you don't cut the other end. So okay, so that one is done. And as I've said, we have to close the loop properly by using our round nose plier to close it properly. Sorry, I'm having difficulty looking on my camera, but that's okay. I hope you can see that one. So here you go. Okay, so now that one is closed, and then let's attach the leaf. Okay, again we have to open our jump ring on a C style, not on the U style. Okay, so open that jump ring. Okay, C style. Okay, so we'll put our flower bell and then our leaf. Okay, so close that one properly so that our flower and the leaf will not fall down. Okay, guess it's all secured. Okay, so that goes for our flower. And then next is we will create this dangle. Okay, it looks like a lady with a dress. Anyhow, so again we will be using one head pin. Straighten up the head pin. Okay, so we'll insert the peach color pearl, which is 10 millimeter, and then this this is not a metal, this is I think a plastic. They used to have a name on it, I just forgot, but I'll let you know very soon when we create the bracelet. I'll be teaching you how to create a bracelet. So okay, I inserted the glass beads over there and then the metal spacer like a crown. Okay, so again I'll be using my one step big looper. Okay, so we'll try to insert, there you go, the head pin on the hole so that it cuts it properly. There you go. So there's the piece, it went over there. Okay, take that aside. We don't want to prick our hand on that. Okay, so again using our round nose plier, close that opening. You see that? I hope you can see it. I cannot. Okay, so let's, okay, it's still open, so let's close it a bit more. Okay, so that one is already closed, so we'll just straighten that a bit. Make sure that our loop is in the middle by just twitching it a little bit over here backward. Okay, so we still have a little opening in there, so we just close it slightly. There you go. Alright, so now we have the next dangle. Set it aside. And then this is where we can use our 6-in-1 looping plier. Let me show you how. Before I made I did it the other way, but this one, like, I wire wrap the beads, I mean the head pin on it, but it looks like it doesn't go in the middle. If you can see that, it's not in the middle, so I decided not to wire wrap it. So we will put the flower, the crown I mean, and then we will use our 6-in-1 looper, 6-in-1 looper, and this is how we can make it instead of wire wrapping it. So I'm not gonna cut the head pin. I'm just going to twist that, make a circle, make a loop on that, and continuously making a loop until I reach the end of the head pin. See that? I hope you can see it clearly. So our looper created some sort of like a double jump ring, but this one is a loop, and it's not easy to snug it out, you know. So our pearl beads and the crown will not go away. It's much sturdy than the other one, so I'm just trying to tighten it a little bit more and making sure that the end of the head pin is not pointing upward, and we don't want to prick anybody. So there you go. So now it's much nicer, and it's in the center. If you can see, it's in the center. So I think there's no need for me to, normally if I see that the edges are a little bit far from each other, I just kind of pinch it using my flat nose plier. Okay, so we're done with all our dangles. So for the keychain, I only use a few dangles because I don't want to crowd up the keychain, and I think it's more neat to look at it. So, and plus the keychain ring is much smaller than the one we used for the dangles, for the bag dangles. So now it's ready for us to attach. Okay, so first I attached the pearl bead, the beige one, on the very first chain, the round chain. Okay, so we open up this jump ring like a C again. Okay, so just look for my plier, my chain nose plier. Okay, so we open this one like a C, and then we insert the beige color pearl, and then we close that jump ring over there. Okay, closing it properly and then trying to twitch it a little bit. Okay, so there you go. So now we're not afraid that our pearl will fall off. And then the second one is I decided to put it on the second chain, the second flat chain. Okay, so we're just going to look for the opening, and then again we will twist it as a C. This one is kind of challenging to do. Okay, oops, sorry. Okay, there you go, the opening. Okay, just open it a little bit, you know, where you can easily insert your dangle. Oops. Let me just go have a closer look. There you go. There's it. So open it. It's hard to do it when you are looking at the camera. So anyhow, so this one, we insert it there, and then again we close the chain. Oops. Okay, it's small, that's why. Okay, just pinch it. Yeah. Sorry, my hand is okay. So now we got those two hanging in there. Now the last part is the flower. So we go to the last jump ring, which is on the very end of our keychain. So we'll just look for the opening of that. I'm just trying to look for the opening, and then open it like a C, and then we insert our flower. Okay, insert the flower there, and then close that. Yes, there you go. That's more like it. Okay, so now we're done. Here's our finished product, and here's our sample. So I hope you like this video tutorial. Please click thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more video updates. I'll be creating another video tutorial on my secret, how I stitch the zippers on the coin purse without seeing the thread at the end. I will let you know once I make that video. Thank you, and happy beading to all. Goodbye.